Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Shark NZ860UKT Corded Vacuum Cleaner. What I want to do today is to show you around the vacuum some of the features and benefits that it offers. Just before I start, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up. This is one of the latest models that Shark have made in the range of corded vacuum cleaners. We are finding that corded has really made a big comeback. I think some people have had some cordless vacuums over the years, not necessarily Shark, but other brands, and perhaps been a little bit disappointed, so they've gone back to a corded vacuum like this. And I suppose it does have many advantages. First of all, things like the bin capacity. So to take the bin off, it's nice and easy. On this model, you've got 1.3 litre capacity, so there's plenty of dirt that you can get in here. Compared to a lot of cordless vacuums, that's a lot bigger, so it just means that you're not emptying it as often. And to empty it, all you need to do is just go over to a bin, ideally outside. Because of the capacity of this and the amount of dirt and dust in here, then really you want to do it outside, not in an internal bin, because you could get a lot of dust coming back up at you. But all you need to do is press that button like that, and then some of the dirt will drop out. You could find that you get some of the dirt at the top here, not an issue. All you need to do is just, you've got a couple of clips just on the inside here, press that, and then that opens as well. So you can just go and empty that. You could find over time that the bin could get quite dirty inside, so I'd just recommend giving it a quick rinse under water, make sure it's completely dry before you put it back on the vacuum. Also, make sure that you wipe around these seals, so if you just get a damp microfiber cloth, make sure all those seals and around the top here are completely clean and free of any dirt or dust. You've got several filters on the vacuum, and the first one is this is a foam filter, and then you've got a smaller, thinner one underneath as well. Now both of these can be rinsed just under cool water. You don't need warm water on these, so just rinse them under water, let them completely dry before you put them back in the vacuum. It is recommended about 24 hours to leave them before you put them back in if you've washed them. The other option, and I suppose something I always recommend, is just to buy a spare set of filters. And the reason for that is that when you've washed the filters, you've put them aside to dry, then you're going to be out of action with a vacuum for about 24 hours. Whereas if you've bought a spare set of filters, then while the others are drying, you can put your new filters in and carry on vacuuming. At the bottom here, you've also got a HEPA filter. And if you take the cover off the front, then you've actually got another one underneath. So again, these are designed, so this is a much better type of filtration, the HEPA filter. So if you do suffer with things like allergies or dust allergies, then using this type of vacuum with this kind of filtration can really help. And to put it back on, you just clip it back on there, and then that just pushes on at the front like that. You'll see this feature here called Antiair Wrap Plus. Now this is something that Shark came up with several years ago now. They've used it on a lot of their corded and cordless vacuums, and it is a feature that works really, really well, and I know from personal experience. If you've got family members with long hair, or if you've got pets or animals that molt, so you've got fur and hair within the carpet, especially if it's a longer pile carpet, then first of all, it can be quite difficult to get up, but secondly, when you do get it up, often it will get wrapped around the rollers, which is really, really frustrating. And I know from personal experience, having to take these out to take off the fur or the hair can be, I suppose, a little bit time consuming, but it's just unnecessary. So what Shark did is they came up with a feature called Anti-Hair Wrap Plus, and what this basically does is it reduces the amount of hair that you're going to get wrapped around the rollers. Shark have also made it really easy, so if you want to take the roller out of the front here, just for cleaning or maintenance purposes, then there's a cheeky little switch around the side. All you need to do is just flick that out, and then you can remove the roller. On a cordless vacuum, runtime will always be an issue for you, because you can have a certain amount of time that you can use the vacuum before you need to recharge it. Of course, with any corded vacuum like this, that's not an issue, but the main thing to consider is the length of cable and the operating radius. So on this one, the cable is 8 meters long, and the operating radius from the plug, you're looking around 10 meters. The weight of the vacuum, looking around 6.7 kilograms, so it's not the lightest on the market, but what Shark have done is they've come up with a brilliant feature called powered lift away. Now, I suppose the most difficult thing when you're transporting this kind of vacuum is when you're going upstairs. It can be quite heavy, and I suppose if you're of a certain age, then it can be difficult and a bit cumbersome trying to lug it all the way upstairs. But with powered lift away, if you press this button on top here, and you've got a button around the back called wand release, then first of all the wand will come out, press the powered lift away, and between those two buttons, and then it makes it a lot lighter weight, taking this part upstairs. And what you don't need to do is you don't need to take the main floor head up with you. So if you wanted to vacuum the stairs, then that's a brilliant design. When it comes to using the attachment and the lance like this, ever so easy. First of all, you've got the on and off button at the top here. You've also got different settings on the top for either hard floor, carpet and low pile, or thick carpet or area rug. So depending on what you're vacuuming on, then just flick the switch between them. Also, you do get different tools and accessories with it. So you can either use it with the lance like this, so if you wanted to get up into a corner or just down into a corner where you've got cobwebs or something, then you can use it like this. What you can also do is just to press the button and that's removed like that. When it comes to the tools and accessories, then you've got this one first of all. This is the crevice tool. It's quite a standard tool that arrives with a lot of vacuum cleaners now. That would just slot in the end there. So if you wanted to vacuum down the side of a seat or car seat, or just doing your stairs, for example, in the little nooks and crannies, that's a really good one to use. Next one is this. So, oh, don't want to break it already. Anyway, this is the next tool. So this is like a double action tool. So you've got a fairly stiff bristle brush, and if you press the button there, then that will come off like that. And you've got an upholstery tool as well. So this is ideal for, I suppose, generally doing things like your sofas, or if you wanted to vacuum things like your stairs with the powered lift away option, that could be very good. And then it just clips back together. I always like it when manufacturers come up with designs like this, because it saves having to transport two tools around. You've got two in one. Then the final tool is this, which is actually a really good one. This is a motorized turbo brush, or pet tool as some manufacturers call it. If you've got pets that will go and sit on a sofa and leave fur on there, it can be really frustrating and sometimes difficult to get off as well. But you can find with this tool, then first of all it's a lot easier to get off because it's a rotating tool, so it will really get into the, I suppose, fibres of the carpet, or if you're on a sofa then just get into the material to hopefully get it all out. Plus, because you've got the Anti-Hair Wrap Plus on this tool as well, then the chance of getting any hair or fur wrapped around it is almost non-existent. If you haven't got pets at home, and if you're often vacuuming up the fur, then you can find that you could get bad odours or smells within the vacuum if you're not emptying it that often. And that's why Shark have come up with this. So it's called anti-odour technology. And it's designed so that when you take it out of the tin, you just pop it on the side here. Now I'm just going to read it out because I think sometimes I'm really good at remembering things, but I'm just going to read this out. And what anti-odour technology does is it protects against bad odours inside the vacuum for a fresher smelling home. Put my teeth back in. A unique cartridge system guards against dust cap odours commonly caused by pet hair, dust and dander. Simply insert the anti-odour technology dial into the floor head and rotate to select an odour intensity setting. Sounds really good. If you're thinking of purchasing one of these, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoy this quick video on the Shark NZ860UKT Corded Vacuum Cleaner. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. Now, I know a common thing I could have done is to give you a demonstration of it, but I just wanted to give you an overall view of it as to some of the features and benefits that it offers. If you have got any questions on it, then just pop it in the comments because I've got this on display at the moment. Also, if you have got one of these, or if you've got a model similar to this, let me know what you think about it because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.